at my school, we're not like a lot of people with different colors. So, you know, you start to think, okay, where am I from? You don't, you're at that age, like I'm talking about like 4 years old, 3 years old, that you're like, oh, I got a different skin color. And then obviously on the football field, started playing football when I was 4. So, you just enjoying, and I start to see like, oh, I'm a little bit stronger than other kids. I don't know if it was because the food, or I guess it's just genetics. I don't know if I had a hero. I had a favorite movie, Lion King. So, Simba, obviously, my favorite like character in the movie, and it's a beautiful story where he comes back and like, claim the throne again, and I think that had a lot of impact because I don't know, it takes character, I guess, and that's why I also love lions. That was the first time I fell in love with like lions in the movie Lion King. So I must say maybe that's the hero. And usual people don't pick like animals as heroes, but I didn't have like a superhero like Superman or something. A person who is in balance with himself, conscious about his own character, but also what's going on outside. Grateful person, and still hungry for like, more goals that I want to achieve. See myself as a young king that's definitely had to grow up fast, but now that I'm a little bit older, I get wiser, and experience, you learn from things, and yeah, just a calm, collective, I think, a young king. That's how I will describe myself. Obviously, I participate in so many different things that I love to do. Sport-wise, I want to win more trophies than I did. It's been a lot of things on the list still. We got the Euros coming up, the national team, then you got a World Cup coming up. Those are things you want to win. And then, music-wise, I'm obviously dropping my AP upcoming Friday, and just want to show the world that I, put a beautiful piece of art or project that, people can enjoy. I guess it is a release of like, it could be pain, happiness, a different vibe. It depends on how I feel, but I feel like when I'm in the studio and I put my anger into music, or my pain, or my blessings that I receive, that just makes me happy, and it gives me the important balance of like being focused on my job, like as a football player all the time, because that's just not me. I'm in love with like music from the jump since I'm a young kid, and then when I was 14, I started to like be more in the studio. So it's important for me to have that balance. It depends how the vibe is, obviously, and in the studio, and if you are with the right people that move with the right energy, I think it's always something beautiful, and you kind of like, activate that with each other. But I feel like I'm always myself. Doesn't matter which room I'm walking into, I bring always the same energy, and I must say different vibes if I'm tired or if I'm just super hyped, but the energy is always positive, and I feel also that I have the freedom to be myself everywhere. Whereas in the past, when I was younger, I was like, maybe they're not gonna accept me if I'm, not really what they like, or I'm too loud, or And now I'm just coming here as like, oh, this is me, you either rock with it or not, but I'm making sure I'm just gonna be me in every room. I think it's important to step away sometimes from social media and from like the world where everybody is perfect and everybody is living his best life, and because that's not the truth, honestly. So it's important for yourself to have that discipline to sometimes pull yourself away from it. That's what I do, so I can focus on my games, or just focus on like the improvement of myself as a human being, as a character, and stay true to myself, because I know a lot of youngsters, they struggle with like reading stuff online that's like affect the way they look at themselves. And honestly, that's just the truth. Social media, it's a very good outlet for creative people, but it could be also very dangerous if you are insecure, if you're not in balance with yourself yet, if you didn't find yourself yet, So it's important to pull away sometimes. It has to do with my age, I think. The older you get, I'm 26 now, but at 21, you just not the same person as when you turn 23 or 24. Like, you just become more mature, and I feel like I was mature at 21, but then 2 years later, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't really quite do that when I was, when I was 23. Back then, it's what I was doing when I was 21. So I think it's about experience too. Man, a lot of tattoos to think about. I don't know if I have like a favorite. I mean, I was quite young when I put the dream chase on my chest. Back then I was really hungry, and I still am, but now I feel like I'm in touch with myself, I'm in touch with God, I got my prayers up, and that's just one of the first things I do when I wake up. And so I feel also like, you chasing your dream is good, but some certain stuff will like come to you, and definitely you gotta work for it. So it's that balance of like believing. That's how I live, like walking in faith, not by sight. That's not just like a psalm, that's really how you should live. Once again, you have to find that balance, because I don't know, I feel like we human beings, we always want to have more. But if I look back at my life, where I was back then and where I am right now, I'm grateful, Do I think that I accomplished everything, or do I think that my potential stuff's right here? No, obviously not. So, I'm praying for more things to happen, and I'm working hard my way to like achieve more things, but I'm definitely grateful. And when I'm satisfied, like, I don't know, man. When I bought my mom her first crib, like that was like a satisfied moment for me. And obviously then you want to take her on holiday, and then you want to do this, and then, so it's a lot of things that still has to be done. I think we should learn from each other, I feel like everybody should learn from each other. You're never too old or too young to learn something from somebody. And that's my way of thinking and living. I feel like what I say, like, walk in faith, not by sight. Like, if you pray for it, believe already that it's happening, and don't react to certain stuff, but actually do it. Like, be that in the present, instead of, if it's coming your way, oh, now I'm gonna believe it because something is really about to happen. Like, you have to prepare yourself in your mind that's already happening, and then working towards it, you will meet those goals. And that's one of the things I live by, and I think that's good for you. But definitely, I'm learning every day from people.